INGGRIS Today is Hot News with me, SIFA FAUZIYah Rohman. An earthquake measuring magnitude 3.3 on the register to the Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysics Agency (INGGRIS). The epicenter was on land. The epicenter was 2,2 km northeast of Cianjur region. The touching story behind the fast earthquake recovery process in Cianjur, West Java. A small child survived 3 days under the ruins of the Cianjur earthquake and was successfully evacuated in a safe condition. The video of the second the children were evacuated under the rubble went viral on social media. In a short video, a child wearing a blue shirt can be seen under the rubble of a building that collapsed due to the earthquake that occurred in Cianjur. A number of joint SAR team officials managed to save the boy, who was estimated to be 6 years old. Ajika was found beside the bed in her room. He was rescued by a joint SAR team together with the TNI Polri while climbing a number of vines where it was estimated that there were victims in the collapsed house in Kampung Laracina. Ajika's tiny fingers were seen by SAR officers. As soon as it was extracted, the figure suddenly gripped tightly and even violated the officer's arms. After making sure that the victim was still alive, excavations were carried out and the rubble of the building was lifted in order to save him. Miraculously, Ajika is still alive after 3 days of being crushed by a collapsed building. At first, we didn't know whether the victim survived or not. When we found the hand of a small child, and it turned out that the hand was holding the officer's arm, it was confirmed that the child was still alive. That's why we tried to evacuate the victim as soon as possible, said Aulia Soihato, SAR officer. After successfully evacuating Ajika, officers immediately took him to the hospital. Ajika was not seriously injured and only became dehydrated after surviving 3 days in the ruins of her warehouse building, which was destroyed by the Cianjur earthquake. The victim survived. There were no injuries, but the victim was dehydrated because he was buried without drinking for 3 days. So we immediately gave him something to drink and then took him to this hospital, he said. Ajika was able to survive even though her mother and grandmother did. At the time of the incident, the boy survived because he was not directly hit by the ruins of the collapsed building. The reason is Ajika was playing with his telephone in his room and was saved after being blocked by the wall of the bed next to him. The children who survived and are currently living in the refuge camps are also traumatized by the Cianjur earthquake. Some children were even traumatized by the sound of the ambulance because after the incident the ambulance went back and forth crying deserted victim. For the needs of trauma healing, the West Java Provincial Government through the UPTD for the Protection of Women and Children (PVL) is preparing it. The policy are also involved in preparing trauma healing for children in a number of ways, such as reciting the Quran together and playing with police officers. So much now that I come ready, I say goodbye to reason. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.